It's Tuesday, the 6th of June, and I'm Keith Chegwin.
And I'm Danny Bear. And it's the Big Breakfast at 7 o'clock, and we have 7 good reasons for you to stay and watch the whole show this morning.
This is true. Hot from Hollywood, Shelley Long will be in the house. We've got Midnight Caller Gary Cole with us. And we've also got 7 other members of the Brady Bunch movie to plug their new film.
Hi, everybody. It's the new Jen Brady. Dinner's ready. Oh, my nose. I'm sure no one will ever notice.
Now I'll never be a teen model.
Welcome back to the Big Reps. I'm Danny Bear. The question about the clip was, name that fad movie, and the answer was, of course, the Brady Bunch movie. And that's a clip from the new Brady Bunch movie, which will be in cinemas from Friday. And the whole Brady Bunch, yes, all 9 of them are going to be in the house with us today. Wow. But I bet you've never met a family like the Brady Bunch.
The way we all became the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Mom, can I borrow your car today? I want to ask Donna Leonard to go out for a soda after school.
All right, but no hot rodding.
Thanks, Mom. She's the most far-out chick in my class. You wouldn't believe how much I dig her.
Sure I would. I've been digging Sam so long, by the time he proposes, I'll be 6 feet under.
24, 32, set, hike.
Dinner's ready. Oh, my nose.
Are you all right?
Oh, gee, I'm sorry, Marcia.
Yeah, me too.
Let's have a look, Marcia.
I look awful.
Time for school! Fred, Marcia, Peter, Jan, Bobby, Cindy.
Always have to look so close.
Oh, Jan.
Hey, the Brady Bunch movie. Well, they're in the house with us now, the whole Brady Bunch members. Shelley Long, unfortunately, has got a little bit of jet lag, so she's going to remain in bed for a few minutes more. But come on down, the Brady Bunch.
Yay!
Yes, we have Olivia, Jesse, Jennifer, Paul, Christine, Christopher, Henriette, and Gary. Hey! Now, the Brady Bunch movie is set in LA 90s style in the present day, but unfortunately, the Bradys themselves are still stuck in the 70s. Now, guys, Shelley's still upstairs because she needs a bit more sleep, but tell us...
Get out here!
Tell us about the outfits that you must have worn, because that must have been kind of different, wearing the 70s flares and stuff.
Oh, yeah. They were pretty bad. They're pretty awful, huh?
Yeah? What was the worst thing you had to wear?
Polyester in 100-degree weather.
Yeah. Really?
It's not comfortable.
No? Your afro wig is very funny.
Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I wear that out all the time.
I bet you do. Well, now we've actually got 4 top tips to be a Brady, right? Okay, first of all, you've got to know the Brady lingo. And I think Christopher here, you play Greg Brady, and you have got it down to a T. So give us your best chat-up lines in 70s Brady style.
Well, hey there, groovy chick.
Oh. Is that far out way?
Yeah, you know, you're really happening in a far-out way.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that's what I wanted to say to you this morning, but I...
Okay. Second of all is the Brady grin. Now, Christine, your character, Marsha Brady, has the grin down to the maximum of grins, okay? Really schmaltzy. So give us the Brady grin.
Well, this is the Marcia grin, sort of.
Can you give us some tips on how to maximize the Brady grin?
Maximizing the Brady grin is probably taking the dorkiest smile you
Okay.
can ever conjure
Shall I
up
go
on your
for it?
own and maximizing it. The head tilt is good.
Okay, third of all, the Brady outfits. Now, you wouldn't be complete without the crucial flares and the whole 70s Brady-style outfits, so we've actually got a couple of models to show you how they're dressed. Come on in, guys. We've got Brett here, and who's that? Hi.
Claudia. Hi.
Hi, Claudia. Look at this. Do you want to give us a run through what they're wearing, Jesse? We have the afro.
You're wearing my wear. You're wearing my wear.
Is that comfortable, Brad?
No, not really. It's very
It's not
itchy,
comfortable.
actually. Yeah.
And how about those shoes, Claudia?
They're very comfortable.
So the shoes are killer and the outfit's not the most comfortable of outfits?
Shoes are dangerous.
Right,
yes,
yeah.
they are.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pants are uncomfortable, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I know what you're saying.
Okay, thank you, top models. Thank you. Okay, but now, last but certainly not least, the Brady dance. Remember that one? Okay, Christine has this sort of bit of a thumbs up dance, but I want you to come out here, Christine, and show us how it is done. And crew, get ready.
Everybody's got to do it with
Okay,
me. You got to learn it with me.
crew, come on, guys.
Come,
Watch.
everybody out here.
Okay, so
the
go
more
for
the
it.
merrier. Okay, it's an over thumb thing. So it's a step, the step, and then the double.
Toby, get some rhythm.
Step, the double. A little.
Hey! Does that take a lot of rehearsing?
Thank you.
Toby was good?
You guys were brilliant.
Toby's going to go home and practice that now, aren't you, Toby? Come back tomorrow and show us how you got on. But now he's practicing.
There you go.
Hey, Toby,
can I just
get in
say-
there, Toes, get in there.
I missed out on that. Show me again. The whole Brady Bunch team are here. Go on. What'd you do? Go on. One that way. 2, 3.
Hey.
No. I'm totally confused there. Hey, but we've got a cracker because we here at the Big Breakfast, we are the Brady Bunch, aren't we? Yeah, okay. Because this is Channel 4, and watch out for this because you are watching the Brady Bunch team on the Big Breakfast. Go for it.
Welcome back, I'm Danny Bear.
A little bit cold there, Danny.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm Keith Chegwin.
He's so rude.
Yes, the whole Brady Bunch team are here.
You're rude. It's morning TV. Stop it. It's Tuesday.
Hello. You've been to this country before, haven't you?
Yes.
How long ago were you here?
I worked here about 1.5 years ago, so I was here in the lovely months of mid-November through December. Experienced some very warm weather.
Excellent. Not only in the Brady Bunch, but also Nightcaller as well.
That's right.
My
That's
favourite
right.
show.
Thank you.
Going to talk to you more about that a little bit later on.
Good
Have
night,
you had a chance to
America.
look at the papers while you're over here? You haven't really, have you?
I have. I see. I don't know. There seems to be a running theme of Pamela Anderson today.
Oh, she's in everything.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, she gets
Cover of everything.
She gets a kit off somewhere.
I don't know
Okay.
exactly what they're talking about, but I
Actually,
just.
to be honest with you, I'm getting a bit bored of her. I really am getting a
Yes,
bit bored.
we are as well, aren't we, girls?
And do you know what?
The papers don't seem to be.
I'm going to be a bit controversial this morning. The other thing I'm getting a bit bored of is seeing pictures of stars in unusual situations that the press think that they'd like. I mean, because look at this. We've got Hugh Grant here, and they've taken pictures of him actually going to the laundrette, saying that Liz is away and he's got to take his socks
But we don't
off.
actually know what's inside the bag, though.
Oh, well, no, they do. They say he's got his
maybe-
underpants in here. But he says taking his wife fronts for a service wash, it says here, this expensive cleaners, which costs £1.99
Excuse me,
to
but
wash your
It's
wife
quite
fronts.
worrying that makes the news.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Quite
Well,
worrying,
it is,
isn't it?
because
Hugh Grant goes to
where
the
are
cleaners.
we? Ulrika Johnson is actually photographed shopping with her little baby.
Oh, another major news story there.
I'm
Groundbreaking.
fed up with it. But there's a nice little story in here about Sharon Stone. Staying in a B&B in Ireland.
All right, boys, calm down, boys. Calm down, boys.
Staying in a B&B in Ireland for 16... You're putting me off. Staying in a B&B
We pretty
for
much
16...
know the theme of this segment now.
I'm going to get through this whether you like it or not.
Go for it, kid.
Staying in a B&B in Ireland for £16 a night. Mind you, the following night she did move up the road and stay in a hotel that cost her 406 quid a night. And finally, I've got to say, in the Daily Express, reports that a crocodile has been seen, where are we, in Cheshire. It's been reported yesterday, somewhere up near Congleton. They reckon it's one of those, I think, is it a Cayman crocodile?
I don't know, but
Cayman
that looks
crocodile?
sort of...
I'd call it Cayman.
that
Looks like he's
more
got
inflatable
tattoos.
to
Well,
me.
that's a plastic one, and that's Joan Evans, who's 17. She's not worried about it at all.
Oh, no, hers
she
is
said
plastic.
yesterday, we've not come face to face yet, but if it's down there, we'll find it. It's Gary Cole, real star of the Brady Bunch, Midnight Caller fame, and more. We're going to talk about the Brady Bunch first of all. I mean, were you actually a fan of the programme in the old days?
I remember the show only because it's probably pretty hard to forget. But I was not really weaned on the show as some other people are. But
Because how old were you in those days? You were around about sort of 13,
when the show went on the air, I was
17?
13. When it went off, I was 17.
Right.
It was also on Friday, so I was out of the house a bit more.
So it was around your sort of period and era where you sort of like teenagers dress up and what have you. Did you actually dress up in the clothes? The
I'd like to think that I had clothes that weren't quite as bizarre as the clothes you see in the movie, but truth be told, I'm sure I had some bad shirts that equaled the ones I wore in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm talking about wearing things in the movie. I mean, was that a wig or was that you?
Oh, you bet. You bet. No one was coming near me to make my hair look like that. It was a Brillo pad wig, custom made for me.
Were you actually sort of like embarrassed by wearing the outfits?
The first day, the hardest thing on the movie basically was coming out of the trailer the first day.
Right.
Because I was a little reluctant after I looked in the mirror. And I also was on the lot once at Paramount where they shoot several science fiction shows, and an actor walked by me dressed as a creature with gills in his neck and a forehead protruding out to here, and he began to snicker at me. And I knew then that I might be in some kind of trouble.
Excellent. Well, the one thing I do remember you for is Midnight Caller. I mean, that was a cracking show, wasn't it? It really was.
Thank you.
It was a shame that they changed the schedules around because the figures went down slightly, didn't they?
Well, they went
Here in
into
Great Britain.
oblivion, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
We began on Tuesday, and they moved us to Friday, and we kind of our audience wasn't home. They were
Why do they
were
do
elsewhere.
things like that?
Well, apparently it wasn't for punishment. They put us there to try and help Friday night, but I guess
Because we're
the
being
reverse
moved to the
happened.
evenings, and we're a little bit worried about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Big breakfast, late night. But the one thing during the actual programme, he used to do those sort of like monologues to the microphone. What was that ad lib or was that scripted? Because they went on for ages, didn't they? I mean,
some would say they would, yeah. No, they were all scripted virtually. There was some, once in a while ad-libbing, but pretty much it was all the writer staff.
yeah, so quite a tough job, really. Did you ever fancy yourself as being a sort of like a DJ,
I liked being on the radio after I did that show. I was more comfortable on it. I never had any, desires that way, but I felt more comfortable after I'd done the show on the radio.
Well, prior to Midnight Caller, you were actually auditioned for Miami Vice, weren't you? Yeah, tell me more about that.
I believe that was in like 1984 or something. The network rounded up 4 or 5 choices for Sonny Crockett, and at that time they were, in order to protect themselves financially, the network would have you sign contracts, which I was reluctant to at that time.
So before you got the job, you had to sign.
Yeah, but I didn't. I don't know how close I was. All I did was pass on a chance to possibly be that guy. So that's all I know about that.
So is the idea of signing one of those contracts that you have to commit for a certain period of time?
Yeah, at that time in my life, that seemed to be, frightening. At this period in my life, it's a different story because I'm an advocate of employment, and any employment that lasts beyond 3 months would be, beneficial to me.
How long did In the Line of Fire commit you for?
That was just
was
In the
Clint
Line of
Eastwood
Fire.
film.
No, yeah, about 3 months. Shot.
And what was Clint like to work with?
Clint is what I would call a low-maintenance individual.
What's that mean?
It means that he's a very laid-back guy that is very serious about his work, but not about himself.
Right.
It's a very easy place to be. It's weird when you come face to face with
A hero.
someone that is a legend to you
Yeah.
that you grew up on.
Were you nervous in awe of him?
Oh, absolutely. But you kind of got to get past that. Although I would be looking at him and think, my God, this is who I'm acting with.
Yeah.
But I had to kind of get past that.
And
But
just
it was intimidating.
just look who you're working with at the moment.
Well, I know. I'm having the same reaction now.
I thought so.
Just confess. Spill the beans and make a mess. Spill the beans.
Yes, it's our competition. Spill the beans. The whole team are here. Hey, Toby, do me a favour. Could you get everyone out?
Off you go,
Thank
please.
you. Bit of security around here, mate. You're not doing your job. Okay, it is Spill the Beans. We'll give you 30 seconds to talk about a chosen subject that I delegate. No humming, no herring, no swearing, and no repetition. We have the Brady Bunch team here. We have Christine and Christopher. Hi, folks.
Hello.
Okay, what are you doing on this bit?
I'm writing the seconds.
Okay, and what are you
writing
doing?
the names.
You're writing the names. Can you
Yes,
spell?
I can spell
Okay,
very
because
well.
we have.
That's why she's writing the names.
Today who thought it was an Alan, and it wasn't. It was an Ellen from Scotland. And by the way, if you're watching Ellen, 11 seconds. Not very good, but you did win the competition prize, which is a trip to Gay Pally.
Oh!
Yeah, you go to Disney and go on Space Mountain and more. Okay, who we got on line 1?
Hello.
Hello, who are you?
I'm Jenny.
That's a nice little sexy voice, Jenny. Where are you phoning from?
Cleveley's in Blackpool.
Oh, I know, Blackpool. Done many a down your doorstep down there. Would you like me to come and knock you up in the morning?
Why not, yeah.
I've just realised what I've just said. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What are you wearing this morning?
I've still got my 90 on.
Oh, dear me. Are you going off to work a little bit later on?
No, not today.
Not today? A day off for you?
A day off today.
OK, well, relax. Take it easy. Going to give you 30 seconds to talk about a chosen subject. No umming, no ironing, no hesitation, and no repetition, OK?
Right.
All right, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock, and I'm going to hold up various objects. Can I show you some of the objects? Hi.
Surprise!
I've got a football and a welly coming up, and I've got a poster and things. I want you to win, you see.
Right.
Can you see the telly?
I can.
Give you a wave. OK,
Right.
30 seconds, and it goes like this. I was at the disco with the Brady Bunch when... Go.
I was at the disco with the Brady Bunch when all of a sudden they started kicking footballs. I thought, well, that's a funny thing to do at a disco. Anyway, the next thing, we turned round and there's a fella with a blue welly trying to do a welly dance. He looked ever so funny.
Stop! What was the problem? You said welly twice. What a shame. Repetition there. OK. 15 seconds. So can you put 15 up there for her? OK. From Blackpool, we go to where on line 2? Who's phoning and where are you from?
Hello, my name's Ron. I'm phoning from Strood in Kent.
Strood? In Kent? What was the name of that place? Strood?
Strood, Midway Town.
Oh, Strood. Is that a posh way of saying Stroud? Yes. Are you watching the television this morning? Can you see me?
Yep.
Put your hand out and shake hands.
Nicely, well done.
There, thank you. OK. OK, 15 seconds is the time to beat. OK, so good luck to you. Hold up various objects. OK, your 30 seconds starts. Go! Go!
I was at a disco with the Brady Bunch and I was having a good time. All of a sudden, the local football team came in with
That's
a football. I wondered why they came in, because it was a disco.
Oh, stop! What was the problem? 8 seconds. You said football twice. You only get 8 seconds for that.
Right.
What a shame. I was sweating that. You did repeat yourself, didn't you?
Right.
OK, I shall repeat myself. Get off.
8
OK,
seconds.
line 3, who's there?
Hello,
Who's that?
John from Southport.
Nice to see you, John. Who's your next door neighbour, John?
My next door neighbour,
Yeah, go on, give him a name check.
Gary.
Great. And what colour's his front door?
Sorry?
What colour is his front door?
His front door's teak-coloured like mine.
We're just putting you to the test, you see. We want to see whether you know your neighbours. OK, 15 seconds is the time to beat. Your name's up there, and your time starts now. Go!
I was at a disco with the Brady gang, and then one of them...
Stop! Yeah, you stop. Look, sorry, mate. I'm sorry, and I do apologise to everyone in Kent. But you said I was, so I do apologise for that. Right, go away. Thanks very much for calling.
Was that
but
1
the winner
second?
this morning, she's all the way from Blackpool. It's Jenny.
Great.
Are you happy, Jenny?
I certainly am.
Great. What colour's your front door?
White.
White. And who lives next door?
Mrs. McKay.
Great. Have you ever been to Paris before?
No.
Can you speak French?
No.
Yeah, I'll teach you. Say bonjour.
Bonjour.
No, you gotta say it sexily. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Oh, great. Give me a call about 11 o'clock tonight, OK?
Right.
This morning is none other than the most famous barmaid in the States. She's a veteran of the small screen and she is a sensation on the big screen. And she's about to take Britain by storm as the apple pie mum in the Brady Bunch. She's none other than the side-splitting Shelley Long. Welcome to the Big Breakfast.
Thank you very much.
Now, tell us about, you got the part as the cheesy Carol Brady. How did you convince...
The cheesy Carol
cheesy Carol Brady. How did you convince the director, Betty Thomas, to give you the part?
Well, I put on a wig and to make my hair look as close as I could to the original Carol Brady, and tried to sound like her. And I think I'd looked at a couple of episodes before I went in, and gradually I convinced her.
So what embarrassing 70s outfits did you put on?
Oh, I had a lovely blue pantsuit that I hope I never see again.
Was it yours? Originally yours?
No. It was something they found. There's some huge warehouse down in Missouri.
Were you a big Brady Bunch fan?
No, I didn't watch the show. I wasn't watching any television. I was working in the theater and working. So I had to get to know the show before we started. And I liked it, you know, as I watched the show. It's kind of corny, but it's sweet.
Now, the film's already grossed, what, $45 million in the States?
Something like that.
That's major amounts of money. Did you think it was going to be that big?
Oh, you know, you never can tell. You want a film to be as successful as possible. I think we were all happy that we were the characters we were supposed to be.
Coming from a small family yourself, were you kind of having plans for making a big family, like a Brady Bunch family, with loads of kids traipsing after you and having the same hairdo as you? And
you know, I didn't think I would be able to have children. I thought my career would totally consume my life and that I wouldn't have time to have children. And then I thought, well, I'd either have none or a lot, and I ended up with one. So, and I'm really happy to have her. She's a great kid.
now, the show has been running for since the early 70s, correct?
Actually, it began in 1969, I think, but yes, and all the way through to 74, I think.
And also, Cheers, one of the hit shows that you were in, playing the most famous barmaid in the States, also started. When did Cheers first start out?
We started in the 80s.
In the 80s.
We first broadcast, I think, in the fall of 82, maybe? No, 83.
Well, in Britain, we're sort of enjoying the reruns at the moment. So do you miss Cheers?
No, I don't miss Cheers. But I've been away from Cheers, you know, since 87.
I think what everyone wants to know is you had such a great rapport with Ted Danson in Cheers. Is he such a nice guy in real life?
Yeah, that's not what I thought you were going to say. Well, yeah, he's a wonderful man. I love him. He's terrific, and he's just as good looking. That's what I thought you were going to say, and attractive.
Well, I am going to ask you, does he wear a wig? I think that's what we want to know.
Oh, cruel.
I know, but it has to be asked.
No, it doesn't. Well, maybe
you don't have to answer it.
answered.
Okay, we'll leave the Ted Danson sort of hair thing alone.
That's right. We have to have our fantasies.
Now, you worked with probably all the best male co-stars. Tom Cruise before he was really famous.
All right, now see, I'm imagining what this question is going to be, too.
No, what I was going to say is, Tom Hanks, Money Pit is still one of my all-time favorite films.
Thank you.
That is so funny. But look at him now. I mean, how do you feel seeing someone you worked with so many years ago now being like winning Oscar after Oscar?
I know, and he lives right behind me, and so it's really embarrassing. I yell obscenities well, not really obscenities, but
why didn't I win an Oscar?
Things over the bushes. Oh, I'm delighted for him. I'm absolutely thrilled for him.
You made the move from small screen to big screen. In fact, it was big screen, small screen, then big screen again, which is, I guess, is harder, right?
Well, it was a tough decision to make because I had made several pictures. I did Losing It with Tom Cruise. I did Night Shift with Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton. And then I got this script delivered, this little half-hour TV comedy. And I looked at it and I thought, whoa, this is really good. And so I was asked to commit 5 years of my life on the basis of that one script. And I had to compete to get that part, by the way.
How long did it take you to make the decision? Was it a straightaway or a...
No, it was a toughie. Do you think I made a good decision?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Well, thank you for answering all of my questions.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You are one of my heroes, one of my all-time favorites,
Oh,
I have to
that's
say. It's
very
been an
sweet.
absolute pleasure interviewing
Thank you.
And
Thank
good luck
you.
with the Brady Bunch movie over here, and I'm sure it's going to be a big success.
Oh, I hope so.
Go and check it out. It's very funny. Shelley Long.
I hope my mum recorded that bit. I want to keep that bit. I like that. That's good, isn't it? Very technical and very clever for us. Right, well, I'm here with the whole of the Brady Bunch. Hi, team! Yay! Brady Bunch, a family in the 90s, but who are still stuck in the 70s. You made it.
I made it.
Hey, I was going to read about it. Anyway, she's here. But look, this guy knows more about the 70s than anything. It's Phil Moore. You've got a shop called Sold Out, haven't you?
Well, my boss Frank has a shop called Sold Out. I just work for him.
You work there.
Yeah.
What sort of people do you get coming in? Are they nutters?
No, they're all very clubby, young sort of clubby types. You
Really?
know, out boogieing and
So
stuff,
what's the
yeah.
fascination with the 70s?
Well, I mean, it's not so much a fascination with the 70s. There was quite a fascination with the 70s, but now there's much more of a fascination with things that are derivative from the 70s.
Got you.
So, I mean, we've always got sort of like our 70s originals, like we always like pick up on things like your Steve Austin transfer.
And that is the
Which,
$6 million
which is
man.
classic,
Look at
isn't
that.
it? You know?
Steve Austin transfer there. You can have on your sweatshirt.
You remember when jump? And you can put that in your T-shirt, you know, on the back of your studded denim jacket.
Are these collector's pieces? I mean, are they collector items?
Yeah.
How much would
Yeah.
that be worth? And how, what would you
I
pay
don't know,
for that?
never tried to sell it, actually, because we just came across that. Somebody just left it in the shop one day, actually.
I'll give you a couple of quid then. Wallaby?
No, no. Well,
No, you
we'll,
see,
we'll
look, I'm
barter,
bargaining
we'll
with you.
barter later. Yeah.
What's this here?
Okay, these are a classic, really. These 70s like Playboy litter bins, right?
Bins?
Yeah.
What, you throw your dirty mags in there?
Look, no. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, they're Velcro, right? Velcro on the back, so you can stick these on the inside of your car door.
Oh, Jonathan Gout, our cameraman, would love that.
Whenever you've got any waste paper in your car, like you always have, you know, you just put it in there.
And they're all original things, aren't they?
Yeah,
Original sunglasses.
Yeah, original sunglasses.
Got to try these.
Yeah. Yeah, those are your George Clintons, really, aren't they?
What are the popular things from the 70s that sell? I mean, I notice here that you've actually got. Can we see this? You've actually got a David Cassidy badge on here.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's got a bit of a spot there. Oh, it's coffee.
David Cassidy never had spots.
But I mean, are the badges popular? Is that what people go for?
Well, that's actually just my personal one, but. Yeah, I mean, what we sell a lot of is like things like the derivative from the 70s, things like this clock.
Right.
You know, it's a Barbie clocks.
But
you actually get like.
She's sort of on the James Bond girl thing.
Yes.
Hello.
But
that at home as well, right, Jess?
But you know, you see the connection because you've got like Barbie in original 70s, like in full Farrah Fawcett mode.
And you've got the wonderful
And
outfits like the wigs here. You've actually got the cushions, and just look at some of the clothes. Excellent stuff. Look at that, the satin trousers, the tops there, and the wonderful hats. I mean, Sam, what's it feel like? Hey, I don't remember wearing those hats. I think that's something you decided to wear in the 90s, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, a bit of memorabilia, and a very big thank you to you. OK, more from the Brady Bunch, more for us in a moment, but the question about the clip is, how many legs? But remember, don't phone!
It's just the phone!